guys, what's up? It's Molly. I'm here today to just kind of chat about some new makeup releases that have caught my attention. I know I've done a couple of anti-hauls on my channel, but I haven't really talked about anything that I do like. So I thought today it would be nice to actually share some things that I am interested in. So this might be kind of a long video. I'll try to edit out as much of my rambling as I possibly can so that you guys aren't bored to tears. But I brought my coffee, so I might be here for a little bit. So settle in, grab something to drink or something to eat. My cat just sneezed and snot just flew in front of the camera. So if you saw that, I'm sorry. Welcome to my life. Jeez. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is the Pixie Beauty stuff that's coming out. They have a lot that's coming out. It looks like there's, okay, so I meant to send myself the description of what everything was so that I could tell you guys, but I didn't. So that's my bad. But I can tell just from looking at the picture that it looks like 2 eyeshadow palettes, an eye and cheek palette. There's some like glitter quads that look really interesting. There's quite a bit of skincare, some highlighters, and then, man, looks like maybe some brow products. There's like an eye brush set, and I don't know, some vitamin C stuff, rose quartz spray, pink salt spray. I don't know. It doesn't say what either of those do. But then also one thing that's really catching my attention is there's their beloved Glow Tonic. They have a sheet mask with that stuff in it. So I definitely want to try that. I'm curious about the glitter quads, the sheet masks, and kind of the eyeshadow palettes. So yeah, I want to check it out. I feel like Pixie is a brand that I want to try more things from. I have one of their eyeshadow palettes and I use their Glow Tonic as part of my nighttime skincare routine, and I really, really like it. There are very few things that I've used that have actually produced a noticeable difference in my skin, and that is one of them. So it's a solid product for sure. Okay, the next product that I want to talk about is from Milani. Apparently they're coming out with a lot of new eyeshadow palettes. We don't have any pictures of any of them now. Trendmood has a video posted of somebody's hand with some swatches, and it's in black and white, and it just says a lot of new eyeshadow palettes are coming from the brand. So Milani is one of those brands that I get really excited about when they release new products. So that is definitely something that I'm going to check out. I don't know. Oh, and I just saw in the background of the video, there's an eyeshadow palette, but it's in black and white. I don't know why I got excited about that. I knew it was an eyeshadow palette, but oh, I want it. I don't even know what it is, but I'll buy it. Okay. Now, the next thing is by Carity. It's their, what is it called? It's a new collection called Come As You Are. Oh my gosh, I'm having like Nirvana flashbacks right now. Is that really? It's a 90s inspired collection. This is really exciting. I love the 90s. There's something about it that's just, of course, like I was born in 85, so the 90s were like my decade. To be a kid. I mean, you know what I mean. But oh wow, okay, so there's liquid lipsticks that are $6 each, and they're called Whatever, As If, All That, Pretty Fly. The list goes on. Oh, and the eyeshadow palette is Come As You Are. Okay, so yeah, I was confused. It's a 90s inspired collection. The eyeshadow palette is Come As You Are. There's lip products, an eyeshadow palette, as I said. And this eyeshadow palette, it looks like if Prism and Subculture from ABH had a baby, it would be this. And Carity's swatches are always absolutely amazing. I mean, I need this. I need this in my life. So yeah, this is going to have to happen. I'm buying this in April if it's still in stock. And I will do a review. So stay tuned. Okay, now I don't know. This next one is something that I'm kind of on the fence about. Well, okay, wait. Molly, I need to remember that I am not a rich woman. Natasha Denona has a new eyeshadow palette, the Biba palette. And I do have a couple of Natasha Denona eyeshadow products. I have one of their 5-pan palettes, and then I have the Lila palette. And I do really like the Lila palette. There's a few shades in there, though, that I don't care for. They just don't really live up to the hype. But, you know, this one looks kind of promising. It's an all neutral palette. And I kind of am interested in it for my makeup kit. But at the same time, I don't know that I necessarily am busy enough as a makeup artist to justify spending $125 on an eyeshadow palette. So it's one of those ones where I would love to get it, but I don't know that I can justify spending that much money on it, to be honest. So yeah, it's $125. It includes 15 shades. It is permanent, so that's nice. If I end up deciding that I want it at some point, I can always go back and get it. And when I bought my Lila palette, I actually got that on Poshmark. And it is a legitimate Natasha Denona palette, because I know people try to sell knockoffs on there. I actually did come across the listing of a Natasha Denona Sunset palette on Poshmark, and it was obviously a fake. And I called the girl out on it, and she got so mad. She just... You know, it's one of those situations where, like, when you call someone out and they're just going to stick to their story no matter what. She was, you know, how dare you? Blah, 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 blah. I reported her. That is not real. The shades aren't the same. So, beware. Buyer beware. If you're going to buy luxury makeup on Poshmark, just know that there's a chance you're going to get a fake. For sure. So yeah, in summary, the Biba palette is definitely on my wish list. The mattes all look really beautiful. There's only a couple of shades that I probably wouldn't get much use out of, like the bone shade, and there's like a slate gray. But everything else I think would be something that I would use. And their pan sizes are huge, and it's a powder product, and I don't typically get rid of powder products in my own personal collection, so it would be worth it. Oh, see, now I'm talking myself into spending $129 on an eyeshadow palette, and truth be told, we have other expenses. So I probably don't need a $129 eyeshadow palette. But if I had $129 laying around, I'd probably spend it on that. Okay, the next collection is the Dose of Colors and Disney collaboration, round 2. They did like a Mickey Mouse inspired one, which caught my eye. And then now they're doing Minnie Mouse. And the packaging is so sweet. It's just, I love this packaging so much, and it makes me want the stuff. I don't want the lashes. I don't like lashes. But like the eyeshadow palette, actually, sorry, it's a face palette. It's eyeshadows and face. That looks really nice. I don't know that I would get that much use out of it. And I'm not super crazy about the color story, but there's still something about it that I want to try. I would definitely get use out of the blush. So there's that. But then there's 3 matte liquid lipsticks. It looks like there is a pink, a nude, and a red. So maybe the nude. Maybe I'll buy the nude liquid lipstick. I would like that. So yeah, this definitely caught my attention. So we went to Disney just this past September with my mother and father-in-law, and we had an amazing time. I just seeing the magic through your child's eyes, like experiencing that with them is I loved it. I loved every single second of it. It was so great. They really think about every possible thing that a guest might need, and they've got it covered. So it's hats off to Disney, really. I kind of have Disney fever, you know? Like, I want to go back. I want to go with just my husband and just like spend a ton of time at Epcot because that would be amazing. Although my son loved Epcot. So maybe we can all just go and eat a bunch of food and get fat. I gained 4 pounds in a week. So, oh my God. I mean, it's just so good. And honestly, I think the reason we had such a good trip is because of my mother and father-in-law. Truth be told, my mother-in-law should probably work for Disney as a travel agent. Like, she knows everything. And if she doesn't know everything, she knows where to find the answer. So she just, it was amazing. It was amazing. I was not any help in planning that trip at all. Because when something is overwhelming for me, I tend to just close up shop. I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do. We're just going to wing it. Whereas my mother-in-law, I mean, she knew what we were going to do. She got her fast passes all figured out. Like, she got us free meal plans. She knew all of this stuff. And I mean, they work with a travel agent, which if you're going, that is how you need to do it. But I don't know how I got on this tangent. I'm going to get off of it now. Just know we went to Disney. I had a wonderful time. My son had a wonderful time. My husband, we all had a great time. And I want this collection now because of that, because of the nostalgia associated with that time. And I mean, and it just like, it brought out all of these memories from when I was a kid. And it was so special. My son wants to go back for his 10th birthday, which is in 2 years. And I'm like, can we do it? I think we might. I really want to. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm a Disney fanatic, apparently. Okay. Moving right along. ColourPop. ColourPop's new spring collection. I don't know what it is about this. Their eyeshadow palette looks absolutely beautiful. When I look at it, when you look at the shades in the pan, they don't strike me as all that amazing, but seeing the swatches makes me want this palette. And knowing how affordable ColourPop is makes me want it even more. So there's the Sweet Talk palette for $18. Whoa! That's crazy. It's not their traditional powder shadows. They've got their Super Shock Super Shock shadows in a palette. I don't understand how, because they dry out. It says this is their first palette with mixed shadow formulas, including pressed powder shadow and matte and metallic finishes, and Super Shock shadow for the first time ever, plus new pressed glitter formula. Well, crap. If I wasn't sold before, now I really want to try it. Okay, then there's also 6 Cream Luxe lipsticks. Oh, which was the one? The Flower Season. It's like a red color. I'm interested in that, and I do like their Luxe lipsticks. Then there's also 6 Super Shock blushes for $8 a piece. I don't really need those. And then there are 6 Jelly Much shadows for $8 each. I don't know that I want to try any of these shades of the Jelly Much shadows, but I am curious about the Jelly Much shadows. Okay, now Ofra Cosmetics is coming out with a new lipstick formula. It is their Flexi Slick lipstick, and it says goes on smooth like a gloss with the pigment of a liquid lipstick. So I'm getting like ColourPop Ultra Satin vibes from this. I don't know if that's accurate or not. It says a hybrid lippy that is the best parts of their liquid lipstick, long-lasting wear, and full color with the creaminess, flexibility, and shine of a gloss that's never sticky. Well, I'm gonna need this. This went from a want to a need, for sure. Okay, yeah, it said they're $19 each. Urge is a warm brown orange is how it's described. Buzz is a muted coral with gold flecks, and Stretch is a neutral nude. So I think Stretch would be the shade that I would want to try. If you use the code TRENDMOOD, you get 20% off. Okay, next up, I am super excited about this one. It's the ColourPop and Disney Villains collab. Yeah. I'm super into this. I'm really interested in the eyeshadow palette and some of the lip products. So there's 6 new lipsticks, 6 Super Shock highlighters. Those are $10 a piece. Sorry, the lipsticks are $8 a piece. 6 Jelly Much shadows for $8 a piece. 6 ultra glossy lips for $7 a piece. An eyeshadow palette for 22 bucks. And 2 Glitterly Obsessed for $8 a piece. I haven't tried those. And then the full set is 200 bucks. So if you're just like, oh my gosh, Disney villain fanatic, then that's probably a great deal. I haven't done the math, so it may not be. But yeah, I got really excited about this. Not because I love Disney villains, but the color story of the eyeshadow palette is definitely something that I'm interested in. It looks like it's super versatile and you can do just a ton with it. So I'm super excited about that. Okay, so the next product is the new Melt Stack, their Shape Shift Stack. I think that's what it's called. It's got 4 shades. It does not say how much it costs, which kind of sucks, because that would probably let me know if it was something that I could do. But yeah, these shades, I really like duochrome and multichrome shadows. They just fascinate me. So I kind of want it. I kind of really want it, especially for the Shapeshift shade, which is a deep terracotta. Okay, I'm gonna read you guys the descriptions. Shapeshift is a deep terracotta evolve into the elemental bright jade. Okay. Chameleon is a changeable emerald with distinctive blue and lime green glitter flecks. Mimic is a steel blue that imitates the full moon, phasing into a celestial amethyst. And Delirium, intense mauve with a rapturous pink shift. Okay. Okay, so those descriptions are maybe a little over the top, but I still want this regardless. I don't know how much it costs though. It's not in the Trend Mood description. So that might change how I feel about things. But as it stands right now, if it's something I can afford, yeah, I'm going to want to try that. The next thing is that Stila is coming out with 2 12-pan eyeshadow palettes, and they will retail for $52. I didn't realize they were going to be that expensive. I don't know. I've heard really good things about Stila's eyeshadows. So I think this is something that once I swatch it, I'll have a better idea of how I feel about it. So if it comes to store at Sephora or Ulta, I'll know better. Right now, I'm definitely intrigued. I would like more information before I decide. Like, some things I'm just like, yeah, I know I'm going to get that. Other things, I need to test them a little bit and see if it's something that I want to add to my collection. I'm intrigued. And then, is this last? Okay, last is that Zoeva is coming out with a new spring collection. What is it going to be? So we've got an eyeshadow palette, 5 glosses, and a hand mirror. I'm not seeing prices, which is fine. It will be available on March 25th, and I do like the packaging. It's got butterflies on it, which is pretty. So in the pan, this looks really boring, but I saw some swatches, and I'm not gonna lie, that lavender shade looked really, really beautiful. So I am curious about this. Like I said, I need to see what it costs and all that jazz before I know if it's something that I want. Okay, so out of everything that I talked about, I'm curious about I want to know more about what Pixie is releasing. I'm super intrigued by the Milani palette. I need the Carity palette. Need it. Need it. I'm not going to be getting the Natasha Denona Biba palette. After talking through all of this stuff, I've realized that I don't need to spend $129 on an eyeshadow palette. I mean, I think I knew that before I talked about this, but now I like totally know that. I need the Disney villains stuff. I really, really need it. I need it in my life. So that's a for sure thing. And then the melt stack. I really, 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 really want that. But yeah, those are the things that I'm super interested in out of what I talked about. Okay, you guys, so that is everything that I have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!